All right, if you're ambitious and you're just so tired of hearing the same old advice about money, then this is for you. We're going to break down a proven 5-stage process for building real, actual wealth that just cuts through all the noise. So let's dive right in. You know, society has this weird way of shaming you for wanting more, right? They call it greedy. But this quote, it challenges that entire idea. It flips it on its head and says, hey, maybe the real greed is the system that's designed to keep you average. It's a pretty powerful way to start reframing your ambition.
And that really leads to a huge question you have to ask yourself. Are you actually in control, or are you just drifting? Because if you just let life happen to you, the system will happily make your decisions for you. And spoiler alert, it almost never chooses wealth for you.
Okay, so this is where we get to stage 1, and this is where, honestly, most people are stuck. We're talking about a trap here, not just a phase. It's the drifter trap. And the very first step to getting rich is making a conscious, deliberate decision to escape it. So what does drifting actually look like? Well, it's that state of just floating through life, bouncing from one job to the next, just kind of hoping something good happens. You're basically a passenger in your own life instead of the pilot. And this quote right here, it just nails the consequence of drifting. If you don't have a plan for yourself, you just become a part of someone else's plan. Think about it. No one wakes up in the morning thinking, hey, how can I make you rich today? The only person who's ever going to truly prioritize your success is you. All right, so how do you actually break out of this trap? Well, that brings us to stages 2 and 3. This is where you stop floating and you start grabbing the wheel. And it all begins with a really powerful shift in your mindset that leads you straight to a clear strategy. The antidote to drifting, it's not some super complicated 10-year business plan. No, it's a single decision. You decide right now to stop being passive and to become completely obsessed with one goal, getting rich. That choice, that one decision, can change the entire trajectory of your life. And this slide just lays it out so perfectly. Look at the distracted person. They're not lazy. They're just scattered. They want to get rich and learn guitar and run a marathon and learn Spanish. But becoming wealthy, truly wealthy, it demands a singular focus. It's just like becoming a professional athlete. You can't do it while you're chasing a dozen other goals. Okay, so obsession is the engine, right? But you still need a map. I mean, it's great to want wealth, but you have to know how you're actually going to create it. So where does the money really come from? This right here, this is the fundamental law of wealth. It's not about some secret formula or getting lucky with crypto. It's simple. You get paid based on the value you bring to the marketplace. And that means, and this might be tough to hear, but if you're not rich yet, it's because you haven't developed a skill that's valuable enough. So how do you get valuable? Well, you enter what's called the discovery stage. And it's basically a cheat code for success. You do not need to reinvent the wheel. Just find someone who is already where you want to be, figure out the exact steps they took to get there, and copy their blueprint. This lets you literally bypass years of their trial and error. And we're not talking about some abstract, fuzzy ideas here. These are concrete, high-income skills that are working for people right now. Things like video editing, drop shipping, learning how to negotiate deals. These are all proven pathways that you can discover and then master for yourself. So once you've picked your path, it's time for stage 4, execution. This is the acceleration phase. And let's just be real about it. It's called the lonely chapter for a very good reason. The absolute key to this phase is just to start. Seriously, your first try, it's probably going to suck. And that is perfectly okay. You have to be willing to be bad at something, maybe for a while before you can ever be good at it. You just got to get the reps in and gain that experience. Now, to accelerate quickly, you need the right kind of feedback. Your family and friends, they mean well, but they're going to protect your feelings. And that comfort can actually keep you stuck on the wrong path. But a real mentor, they're going to give you that raw, constructive criticism that pinpoints what's holding you back and forces you to get better. And that right there, that is why this is called the lonely chapter. Because you're putting in the work, you're getting tough feedback, and you're just grinding. It is, by its very nature, an isolating time. I mean, think about what this feels like. It's this really strange middle ground. You've started to outgrow your old friends who don't share your ambitions, but you're not quite successful enough yet to be peers with your mentors. And listen, this right here, this is the exact moment where most people give up. Pushing through this phase is what separates the winners from everyone else. But if you can push through all of that, you finally reach stage 5, freedom. You've mastered your skill, the money's rolling in, but here's the twist. This actually isn't the final stage. It's really just the beginning of building true wealth.
See, because the most valuable asset you will ever control isn't something you can buy on the stock market. It's you. Your skills compound just like money in a bank account. And continuing to invest in yourself is the absolute key to getting to that next level.
And this really gets to a critical difference. The difference between being rich and being wealthy. Being rich means you have a high income and you spend it on flashy cars and designer clothes to impress people. Being wealthy, on the other hand, means using that income to reinvest in yourself and build assets that generate even more income. I mean, this quote just cuts right to the chase, doesn't it? It's a blunt but brutally honest summary of two completely different mindsets. One is all about appearance and what people think today. The other is focused on growth and freedom tomorrow. So, when it all comes down to it, this is the ultimate question for you. Every single dollar you spend is a vote. Are you casting a vote for meaningless crap today, or are you investing in the person you want to become tomorrow? The choice, as always, is yours.